It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Phoenix Suns at U.S. Airways Center. And guys, for the Suns, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And guys, before he got hurt last year, we saw vintage Chris Bosh. He became a bigger focus without LeBron. We got a reminder of just how dominant he can be, Shaq.
Yeah, he got back to scoring over 20 a game for the first time since leaving Toronto. You know, he provides an offensive presence inside and out. I just hope he's healthy to play the whole season this year.
Yeah, he was very efficient, shooting 46% from the floor. His ability to take you outside if you're a four. And then we saw his post game again, Ernie. We hadn't seen that since Toronto, and like Shaq said, but we saw it again. Great season last year before the injury.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
Here in Phoenix, the crowd is going crazy. It's the Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Suns to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside, and it's Deng in at the small forward. On offense, here are the Heat. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season, averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he had.
On defense, Miami. Morris a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Here's Chandler, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
That just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Dragic. Feeds it to Bosh. Fades. Rebounded by Tucker. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's stolen by Dragic. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bosh a screen on Bledsoe. Bosh sets the pick for Wade. To the paint. Shoots off the screen. And it's Bosh that time on the assist by Wade. Bosh has got his first points of the game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
It's Knight with the drive. And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of this game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Knight hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Bosch, a screen on Knight. Out to the right wing. Off the screen. Here's Whiteside. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Knight kicks to Bledsoe. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morris a screen. Just 5 on the clock. It's Knight with the drive. And again, it's the Suns missing. Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Wade. Morris with the rebound. Suns trailing. Outside Knight. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A stupendous finish in traffic.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Dragic against Bledsoe. Dragic the pass to Wade. Back to Dragic. Lots of room. The basket good off the assist from Wade. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
And the dunk by Chandler.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside Dragic. Right side a screen. Pass to Day. And it's Wade in the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Platoon swap here for Phoenix. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Now here's Green. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Suns trail by 4. Now Price. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Lure dishes to Price. Takes the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Heat have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Green kicks to Winslow. To the left side wing. Left side Bosch. Stoudemire the screen. And here's Chalmers for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. One kick to Lewis. They set the pick. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Dishes it to Chalmers. The pass to Bosch. The jump hook lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Heat out front, up by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Whiteside is out there with Stoudemire, and it's Dragic in at the 1.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Chandler a screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well ever since he came into the league. Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
And the second free throw, good.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
It's funny. We talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And the case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
And Miami has possession. And here's Dragic. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Bledsoe. Whiteside, a screen. Dang for three. Shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Left side, Knight. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Wade. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. Here's the break. Knocked loose.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Knight into the lane. Bledsoe for 3. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Suns trail by 4.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
Morris is checked in for Mirza Teletovic.
One more time, give him a hand.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now here's Dragic. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Bledsoe kicks to Morris. The dish to Chandler, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Stoudemire with a screen on Bledsoe. Unloads from 9. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Morris with a screen on Stoudemire. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Morris. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Whiteside, a screen on Knight. Whiteside, Dragic. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Deng. Bledsoe against Whiteside, and it's Bledsoe off the drive, and he's able to get it back. They recover it. Dragic with a wide open look. Again, Dragic missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's the Heat on the break. With some arc, Chandler with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Knight wide open. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. He feeds it to Knight. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Miami trailing. Dragic kicks to Deng. He dishes it to Stoudemire. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Heat shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 4 on the shot clock. Puts it up. And that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Suns lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, a couple of quick questions for you. What's your attitude right now, and what do you think will be the team's focus for the second half?
Well, I mean, we just want the ball go up. We just got to rebound the ball. We got to get in there as a team, all of us, and rebound the ball. You know, they crash the glass, all of them. But then it's about getting a win. We can play any style, and tonight we just want to figure out how to get a win.
Dwayne, thank you so much. Gentlemen, he likes when they mix it up.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. When you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, their reserves haven't contributed much. It's fine to ask your starters to do the heavy lifting, but don't leave them out in the cold. I think this could easily become a bigger issue as the game wears on.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been one outstanding game from Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Heat shooting in this game, 45%. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
And so Bosh nails both of them.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Puts it up from 15. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Bosh has got 8. But this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Here's Dragic. Morris with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the backcourt.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
It's stolen by Morris. Bledsoe against Dragic. Here's Knight. Another one falls for Phoenix. The Heat trail by 5.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard 1s and 2s, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wade. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Wade's got 6.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improve his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, and not only was the shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
The Suns making a switch here. Jelenovic is checked in. And then for Miami, Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Kicks to Bledsoe. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's sent back by Bosh.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Dragic the pass to Bosh. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now just a 1-point Suns lead. Knight into the lane. And Wade sends it back. Bledsoe against Dragic. The feed to Winslow. Right side Bosh. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Dragic with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Bosh. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Bosh has got 12 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Knight kicks to Morris. Feeds it to Tucker. Back to Morris. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Heat with the lead. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. The drive by Bosh. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Price kicks to Lure. They need this. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. Green dishes to Chalmers. Now here's Winslow. T right on him. Banked in off the glass.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, and also, how about their post score throughout this game? I mean, they have just been terrific on the interior.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Len. Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late-game losses, Greg, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
Suns trail by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Price, the pass to Len. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Dang in for Winslow. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Weems kicks to Warren. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Miami leading by 3.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Here's Bosch. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Price. There's the screen. He kicks to Warren. Pass to Price. From deep. No good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Heat as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Suns trail by 3. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Chalmers runs the point with Wade to his side. Dang out there with Green, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. In the corner, it's Morris. That's short off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Fades away, and the shot is good. Morris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Suns. And here is Chalmers. Dang with the screen for Green. Outside Dang. No one near him. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his third rebound tonight. Knight kicks to Chandler. To the wing right side. Tucker. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Wade. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. 8 points for Wade.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. The pass to Morris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Markieff Morris. At the line for 2.
That one is off. And the Heat with some changes. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. Good on the second free throw.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Dragic against Bledsoe. Here's Stoudemire, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Knight kicks to Morris. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Dishes to Wade. Whiteside a screen. Wade passes to Whiteside. Shoots from 14. No good off the front iron.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Pass to Tucker. There's the triple. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. Dragic kicks to Dang. Pass to Stoudemire. Chandler with the block. The dish now to Knight. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Shot clock at 5. And it's Stoudemire missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Kicks to Knight from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Chandler. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Bosh, the screen. Wade has the open look. That one's off, still out of sync.
and they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Bosch. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Goran Dragic at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Lenz checked in for Phoenix. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
It's Knight with the drive. That's good. Knight's got 11 in the second half.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Now here's Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Knight. Wade kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. To the paint, here's Wade. No luck. Some solid defense from Knight, and it's the Suns' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. Back to Bledsoe, stolen by Wade. And now here comes Dang, leading the break. Wade outside. He feeds it to Dragic. He dishes it to Dang. Here's Whiteside. And the shot is long. Suns leading by 4. Knight in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
.58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Dang at the elbow. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up they came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Wade from outside. That is good. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
And now, your son dancer.
Miami with the ball. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Teletovic grabs the board. Here's Price. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, congratulations on the win, Brandon. And what did you guys do well tonight that helped contribute to your success?
We just stayed focused. Today we were able to continue to, try to stick to our game plan, get stops, and, just continue to crash the boards. We were able to stay to, true to what we practice and, what we believe in.
It all came together for you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Knight. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Brandon Knight had his A-game working for him tonight. He plays the game at a lightning-fast pace, and we got a serious taste for that tonight. When he puts on those afterburners, forget about it. He's out of there.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.